all, welcome to my channel. I am Mark, this is Mark's Mods, and today guys we are going to be doing our Enterprise D build. So we are going to do stage 77 of Build the Enterprise D, and just doing another panel today, so I don't need to get down the sources section, but we have got the cover for that piece that we didn't get in the last issue, which I got frustrated at because I'm like, why can't I just give it as in one go? But we do get it today, so that's the main thing. The problem is I'm a stage by stage builder, not a pack builder, if you know what I mean. So I don't do an entire pack in a video. I do a video stage by stage. So it wouldn't be so bad really if you were doing it as a pack, but yeah, I just like to do it stage by stage. It's what I've always done, and I try and stick to what I always started, I suppose. Maybe one day I might change it, I don't know, but yeah. At the moment, I'm happy doing stage by stage videos. Anyway, let's get started today. So, with all that said, let's get modelling.
Program complete. Enter when ready.
Okay, so stage 77. First of all, we've got a panel here. Another panel. We've got some lifeboats to put in. So, let's get these done. That one didn't really want to fit in okay. Gone in now. Quite a few lifeboats today. Now my next pack for this has been generated, so I'm hoping it's going to be here with me soon. For a few reasons, which will become clear. So I'm looking forward to getting that pack. Okay, so that's all them in place. Now we need to hold these in place with some covers. So here we go. Sorry if I just hit the camera there. I've actually knocked it skew with. Would you believe it if I said I have a spirit bubble on top of my cameras so that I can make sure that they are flat. Okay, so we're going to screw these down with AM screws, and I am going to go and bob these in a bit of oil. I do think I'm going to have to get another PH1 screwdriver because this is really on its last legs now. But I have done a lot with this, but the end is just looking a little bit flat. Okay, I need one in here. Again, another AM screw. Okay, next one, this long one. That's going to be going into here. Fit in. Should fit flat. 2 AM screws. There's one in there. And one in there. And then finally this piece here, which are just going to cover these two. And again, 2 AM screws. Now, once I can move this off the desk, I will just check to make sure these screws are perfectly tight, because the escape pods, they do sort of protrude a little bit. So, but when you're flat on your desk, it's really hard. You know, you're fighting against it, so it's always wise just to go back and make sure that they're all tight. Like now, I'll go back to it, make sure that they're turned nice and tight. Can normally get maybe a quarter of a turn when I do this, so it's worth doing a bit more on that one. Okay, so that is what it should be looking like. That one in the middle there looks a little bit off. Looks better now. Okay, let's just check that. Okay, so with them in place, it wants us to put the phaser strip on next. That's just going to go into there, and then securing that from underneath with 3 CP screws. Try not to over tighten these because they are plastic. Oh, nail it. Okay, so with them in place, we need to put in 2 windows at the top here. So we have a dark window and we have a clear window. We get a spare dark and a spare clear, so that's great. Then we've got this cover to go over. That's just going to go over like that, and screwing that in with another AM screw. Okay, that's what that should look like on the other end. Fantastic. Okay, so we can move that to one side because we need to bring over this, and we need to bring over this panel. If you remember me moaning last week, you know I like my moans, about this, obviously getting this, we're not doing anything with it. Well, we're actually going to put it in now, and we have got the lights and everything for it. So there we go. Okay, so we've got put that in. Then we've got this panel to go over the top. We've got some lights to put in, or LEDs. So it's the black and red one up here. And these aren't too bad to do because they are panels. And then the green and yellow one in the other. Now we can test these after as well to make sure they work. I've got the test board ready to do that. So that's in, and we're securing that panel in with 5 BP screws. So we are not skimping on the BP screws today. 3, 4, 5. Okay, just 2 more to go. Okay, right, we can test this now. So it doesn't matter which port we plug this into. Turn it over. If I just turn the light out above, there we have it. There's that panel all lit up, and it's mainly all blacked out, to be honest with you. But we can see, now there is a bit of light leak just on the top here, which is pretty bad. So I might have a look at that off camera and see if I can fix that, because that's quite bad. That's the worst light leak I think I've had on this model. But looking brilliant, so I'll turn the light back on. There we go. Yeah, really impressed apart from that that light. That's all there is to do in this stage. So wow, we've done quite a bit. I'm just looking forward into the next stage, and we actually will be fitting this panel here. So that is going to be fun. So that is stage 77 complete. Well, that's it for stage 77 of the Enterprise D. Nothing much to report home about that, apart from that little bit of light leak. So I'm going to have a look at that off camera. I think if I can get a permanent marker just on it, I might be able to just sort of cover where that light leak is. So I will have a look at that. It shouldn't damage it, because actually most of that section, the windows are blacked out anyway. But I think that's the worst light leak I've seen yet on this build. So definitely something that needs addressing, and definitely something I will look at off camera as I tinker through the week. That's what I do, I tinker. So yeah, if you like this video, please can you give it a massive thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell, and you'll be notified of any future videos. But as for always, stay safe and bye for now.